3 sticks of unsalted butter in the mixer. Next, add 2 1/4 cups of sugar with your butter and cream those together until light and fluffy. Next, I want to take 4 ounces or half a block of softened cream cheese and add that to the butter and sugar. And I did forget to mention that the butter was unsalted and also at room temperature. This recipe calls for 5 room temperature eggs, and I'm just going to add them to the batter one at a time. The mixer is actually on a medium speed, but because the video is sped up, it looks like it's going faster than what it really is. So just keep that in mind. You don't want to mix this at a high speed. And as you can see, I am taking my time and scraping the bowl often, especially after every other egg. Next, I'm going to add my extracts. I'm adding 3 capfuls of vanilla extract, which is about 3 teaspoons. And then I'm going to add some cream cheese emulsion, I think it's called. But you don't have to use that. It's optional. And then I'm going to throw in a teaspoon of salt. So lastly is the flour, and we're adding 3 level cups of flour. I did not sift it. It is cake flour, and cake flour is supposedly already sifted. You can sift it again if you like, but I did not. And I'm just going to use 3 level cups of this cake flour, and I'm going to add it to the batter one at a time, 1 cup at a time. Now that my batter is finished, I'm just going to give it a last mix with my spatula. And now I'm going to divide about half of the batter, maybe a little less than half, into a separate bowl, because I'm going to make that my red velvet mixture. And I'm using red velvet elixir because it already has the food coloring and cocoa powder in it. And I'm adding about 1 tablespoon of red velvet elixir to the bowl. And I'm just going to mix that together. And I'm going to keep the 2 batters separate until it's time to swirl them together. So I got my prepared pan here, which has just been sprayed with some baking spray that has the flour already in it. And I'm just going to alternate the batters, and I'm going to keep this process going until I've used all the batter up. I do take a toothpick and just kind of swirl the batters around, just kind of trying to evenly distribute the batter throughout the pan and make some type of a pretty pattern, but you can do it however you see fit. And here I'm just going to finish off by using all of the rest of the batter that I have, and then I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to swirl them together, and make sure it's all evenly distributed, and give it a little shimmy shake, and it'll be ready to bake. I did bake this in a preheated 325-degree oven. This is a 12-cup bundt pan, and I kind of reduced the amount of ingredients that I would usually use for this recipe so that I could fit all of the batter in this pan. So it ended up baking for about an hour and 10 minutes, not long at all. And I let it cool in the pan for about 10 minutes before I decided to flip it out. I did end up garnishing this cake with a caramel glaze. Look at it, it's pretty.
Okay, period. So it's like vanilla and red velvet. Whose cake is that?
I just told you, Lana.
So here's the finished result. Like I said, I did end up garnishing it with a caramel glaze, and that will be in a separate video. And here's the final result. Thanks for watching.